Today we will be learning the greatest common factor and 3 ways to solve it.
The greatest common factor is defined as the highest number that divides exactly into 2 or more numbers. We researched that GCF is commonly taught between 3rd and 7th grade.
Our first 2 strategies can be used to teach any grade about GCF.
The purpose of this video is to educate students on how to find GCF, using prime factorization tree, using the Euclidean algorithm, essential skills in reducing fractions, and to help reduce any confusion on this topic.
Here's the first example of greatest common factor. We will be using 12 and 24 as example numbers. We start off by writing factors of 12. We also wrote the factors of 24, and we found that the greatest number they shared was 12, making the greatest common factor of 12 and 24, 12.
For this second example problem, we will be taking the numbers 12 and 24 again, and we'll be factoring each number down in the prime factorization tree. So we start off writing the number 12 on top, then we break it down into 2 factors of 12, and in this case that will be 3 and 4. Since 3 is a prime number, we can no longer factor that down, but 4 can be factored into 2 and 2.
Next, we do the same process for 24. First, we write the number on top and factor it. In this case, we factored in 6 and 4. Then 6 can continue to be factored into 3 and 2, but we stop there because they're both prime. 4 can also be factored into 2 and 2.
Next, we wrote out the answers we got from each prime factor tree at the bottom to get a better look at what we were working with.
Then we took the common numbers both prime factor trees shared. In this case, that is 2 times 2 times 3, which comes out to be 12. The reason we crossed that extra 2 out in the 24 factor tree is because 12 factor tree did not have a third 2. The GCF of 12 and 24 is 12. This last strategy should be taught only to 6th or 7th graders because it is more complicated.
The third way to solve GCF is by using the Euclidean algorithm. This algorithm is used to find the GCF between 2 larger numbers. In this algorithm, remember to subtract the smaller number from the larger number. Also, always remember to bring down the smaller number.
In this example, we will be using the numbers 952 and 204.
To start off, write in parentheses 952 minus 204. 952 minus 204 is 748. Notice how 204 is brought down because it was the smaller number. To continue the process, we bring down 204 again because it was the smaller number. 748 minus 204 is 544. 204 was again brought down because it was the smaller number.
544 minus 204 comes out to be 340. And then you bring down 204 because it's still the smallest number. So next you subtract 204 from 340 and you get 136. And you bring down 204 because it is still the smallest number. But now, as you can see, 136 is now the smallest number, so now we bring that one down. 204 minus 136 is 68. Next, you bring down the 68 because that's the smallest number, and you get 68 and 68. And that is your greatest common factor. Thank you for joining us in this video about greatest common factors.
I hope this video answered any questions or confusions you may have had on this subject. If you have any more questions about greatest common factor, you can find us at
Factor up, kid. I'm about to. Factor up, kid. That's what I was born to do. Factor up, kid. I'm about to. Factor up, kid. That's what I was born to do. So many times I've seen you try, so you can do this. I'm picking the type of rhyme that helps you find GCF. If you take a listen to these words that I'm spitting at you, you can find the greatest common factor like a ninja master. First you gotta look at all the numbers that you're working with. List all the factors of each. I'm talking numbers, start with number 1 and then continue on from there. Keep on going till you get every single pair. Just to make sure that you don't skip any. Don't forget the rules of divisibility. Once you get the factors written down, it's not over. You gotta look them over, starting with the greatest number. Work your way down until you find the one on both lists. Then you can celebrate by pumping up your fist. Cause you just got it like a super math apprentice. You just found the factor, the greatest. Factor up, kid. I'm about to factor up.